so here's the drill we're going to do to help get the hips to rotate properly, to extend properly, because what we really don't want to see right after impact is this look where the hips go backwards, the chest stays down, the head goes forward. We're trying to emulate good players through the ball, so that requires the hips to rotate but also elevate. The left hip has to elevate. So we're going to start this without hitting anything. The analogy would be you're going to get your pressure left early, as if you're just pulling a rope just with your left arm. And so you're going to extend the hip, the left side of the body, the left shoulder. This will all be happening in a microsecond, but this is going to be happening through the ball. And then we're going to just put the club out in front of us, pressure left. And this club is going to slide towards my left foot, but I'm not going to be doing it just by pulling my arm. It's just going to naturally go that way. Now you may have to do hundreds of these before you're ready to put this into the next phase. That's okay, because this takes no effort. Try to get your brain around the feel. Be engaged in what you're doing as best you can. Because the moment you start jumping over to this golf ball and you haven't felt this, or you're not engaged in what you're trying to do, and you're more concerned where the ball's going to go, it's over, okay? And don't make a big turn away from the ball. We're just trying to train through impact. Next part of the drill, we're going to hit some golf shots real easy. All right, now we're in the ball hitting section of the drill. So you see I'm starting at impact because I want to give my brain the most amount of definite information as much as possible where I want to be at impact. I'm going to use a split hand grip. It's going to help you keep the right hand and the right arm from overpowering this little shot. If you tend to flip it, you'll feel it. If you tend to straighten your right arm out too soon, you'll just jam the club into the ground or the turf, whatever you're hitting off of. Pressure's forward, shafts forward, hips are open. Okay, we're going to take the club back not very far. Just about hands just underneath waist high. And what we're going to try to do now is emulate the feel that we put in from the previous section. Nice and slow. Again, when you're trying to work on something, you need to be sure that you're paying attention to what you're working on instead of how well did it hit the ball. Did it go right? Did it go left? Did it hit it fat? Did it hit it thin? Etc., etc. Because the moment you stop focusing on what you're trying to do and start focusing on outcome or results, your brain will shut down the whole process and you'll be just wasting all your time and energy working on no change whatsoever. When we get to this kind of post follow-through look, we should feel and look like we have some side bend from this view and the spine is starting to extend and we're not head over, butt back, okay? So that's a really good drill. You need to do hundreds of these before it becomes permanent. That's the sorry news that I have to tell you. But you could do this in your living room if you wanted to. Good things to keep you occupied on working on really good parts of your swing instead of everything else we may want to be thinking about.